Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of In the Box. This week I'm actually having a little bit of a tripod malfunction, so I will not be filming myself. But then again, nobody really wants to see me in these videos, right? It's all about the plugins. So I decided to go ahead with the video and not to waste a week. Want to try to be a little regular. So there you go. This week, I'm talking about a brand new plugin by Universal Audio. And may I just say, take a minute to say that Universal Audio is one of my favorite plugin companies. I mean, not just plugin. I mean, I love their hardware. I'm using an Apollo right now. I have an Apollo Twin. I have an Apollo X8. In New Jersey, I was working. My roommate had an Apollo 8P. And I have a satellite. It's just I'm a huge Apollo fan. Love the plugins, love the hardware, just really, really great stuff. And maybe I have a little bit of an emotional attachment with them as well because Universal Audio was pretty tight with Engine Room Audio, which is the studio that I used to work at in New York City. I was the production manager. And Dave from Universal Audio, shout out to Dave, he had dropped by a couple of times at the studio, and I was there as well. And I got a chance to geek out with him and just about the plugins and all things audio, so that was really cool. Really nice guy. I actually played the guitar for his demo. They're pretty helpful about sending us stuff whenever we need anything. So thank you to everyone, Dave and everyone else at Universal Audio. Cool. Back to the plugin. So Universal Audio has released a brand new reverb plugin, which is emulating the reverb chambers underneath the Capitol Records building. So I believe they have these chambers down there, and they all have speakers in them, and they place microphones in them, and they're giving you analog reverb. And I've never really been down there myself. Actually, have never been down there myself. I don't know why I use the word really. But I have friends that have done sessions over there and have used these reverbs, the analog reverb, and they just said that they sound beautiful. So I'm super happy to try them out as a plugin and, make that decision for myself, I guess. And through this video, you guys can do the same. So before we actually hear any audio, I'm just going to talk about the interface. Fairly simple. You have 4 different chamber modes. And as you can see that this little yellow light is flashing on top. So what this means is that the plugin is loading. So you won't hear any audio differences until this stops flashing. So you need to be a little patient with this plugin. Then let's do a rundown of the microphones. Here we have an Altec 21D. It's a Cardioid Omni Directional microphone. Then the RCA 44, which is the classic ribbon microphone. And as all ribbons are, this is a figure of 8 pattern, or it is bidirectional, whatever floats your boat. This is a Shure SM80, which is an omnidirectional cardioid microphone. And this is a Sony C37A, which is a tube condenser, classic tube condenser. And I believe this particular one is set to cardioid. I'm like 90% sure. So yeah, you might want to double check that, but I'm 90% sure. Anyhow, then we have 2 options over here, 2 knobs, the pre-delay and the decay. I'm guessing that these are only valid in the plugin. I mean, you can't really set these in an actual chamber. So yeah, it's cool to have that option over here. Then we have an EQ over here. You can put a filter if you want. You can just boost or cut these certain frequencies if you want, which is really cool. They've given you not too many options, but given you some options. So that's nice, just make a decision and stick with it. Then, as all plugins do these days, this also has a mix knob. And it has a width knob, which I'm guessing, yep, it's not working. I'm guessing it's only relevant for stereo tracks, and I'm doing this demo with a mono track. So if you're on a stereo track, check it out. You might hear a difference. And it has a wet solo button in case you want to hear the plugin just all wet, no dry. One thing that I skipped out on is that you can actually move the microphones closer to the speakers to get a more direct sound, I guess. Now, when I say direct, I don't mean like, I mean, I don't mean DI. I just mean that it's closer to the speaker, so there's less reverb and it's more direct, right? Now, the further away you are from here, from the speakers, you're getting more of the room tone. They've gone into so much detail. They've also, they've also marked the floor with X. So I'm just assuming that that's probably there in real life. That's nice. If you're an audio geek, you'll probably like that. All right, well, let's jump into the plugin and see what it sounds like. I'm gonna leave this at maximum, and what I'm gonna do is just run through all the microphones in each of these different chambers, and then let's come back and move the mics around and see what that sounds like. Here we go. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? Actually, let's hear both. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? All right, let's move on to this. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? Yeah, this is a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen a plugin take that long. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? I really like this. I really like this microphone. Let's check the other chamber out. Let's go back to the first mic. Yep, this yellow light flashing loading thing is definitely annoying. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? You got me thinking. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I failed to see that you are the one for me? You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I failed to see that you are the one for me? You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I failed to see that you are the one for me? All right. I mean, just because it's just kind of taking really, really long, I'm just thinking, let me just do these 4 mics and then just stick to one mic and do the rest, I guess. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? I definitely like this microphone the best. So you know what? I'm just going to stick to this microphone and check out the other 2 chambers. I mean, you guys can feel free to go and demo this plugin. You know, the demo lasts 14 days. So feel free to dive in a little deeper than I am in this video and, you know, just have fun with it. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? You got immediately, I'm liking this chamber better than this one. So there is a difference. I mean, and it's pretty evident, which is great. I mean, you know, you just have different, you have 4 different rooms that you can play around with. It's great. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? Let's play around with the decay. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for me? Oh man, again, this loading thing takes a long time. You got me thinking, it's easier said. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see? That sounds good. Now, let me play around with the distance of the microphones and see what that sounds like. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk right by me and I fail to see that you are the one for? You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. What if you were to walk? Let's try to change it to one of the Omni Directional mics. I just want to see. Theoretically, we should be getting more direct in this than this. You got me thinking, it's easier said than done, afraid of blinking. Well, there's definitely more room in this. So, yeah, man, I mean, so we do have a lot of options that we can play around with. I think it's great. Well, I mean, well, that's pretty much it for the demo. I mean, you can go crazy just tweaking all the parameters and, you know, but I think it's better if you actually download the plugin, demo it for free, and play around with it and see if you like it and see if it's worth investing, because it is an investment. I mean, here's one downside of the plugin. It's $349. Now, I mean, that's super expensive. So that's a negative for this plugin and pretty much most UAD plugins. But I would suggest, why don't you wait until there's a sale or something going on? You know, there's usually a sale going on around Thanksgiving, like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you know, even Christmas time. So there's usually a sale. Just keep your ears open. and sorry, keep your keep your eyes open and ears to the ground. That's what I meant. So do that, and yeah, and see if it's kind of worth it, and you can make your own decision if it is. But I would suggest at least go and demo it and try it and see if you like it. Well, that's all for this week. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.